I isolate anyway in my office all the time. But yeah,
But where's the link? If I'm on the channel, I can't see anything. Is the video still private or unlisted? You need to change that. It needs to be live as well. Under your profile, YouTube Studio, live, and then make the link live. And the stream should be public. Yeah, it's not showing up on the YouTube. Oh, there it is. There it is. There we're live. We have 3 visitors, and we have 4 Andy Fairhursts. Hold up. Yeah, hold up. Wait, let's wait a second. We're four people in. We are streaming since a minute ago. So let's get people in first.
Okay.
Andy, you're missing your logo. I heard you don't have a logo. What's up with that, my friend?
Well, I don't know. I've got like a little thing that it's like a little clown. I don't know where that came from. Oh, I do. It's my wife. My wife doesn't like clowns, so I made a little clown.
Oh, logo. You're the best, man.
But it's not a proper logo. It's just something to put on the sticker.
Sure.
But I need to get.
Could you do me a favor, Andy, and move a little to your left?
That way?
Could you do me a favor and move a little to your left? I'm just trying to, I think that's better in the end, because we were figuring out who's going to be in the middle, and we had 12 people in. So we're going to see how that's going to go. Vittorio's here. Hey, my man, how you doing?
Hello.
I know Vittorio in the chat. People are writing in the chat, and we're just going to wait a couple more minutes. We're 14 people. Everybody's excited. Oops. No, this way. I need to go this way a little bit more to be in the middle. Dolly is here. Perfect. That's how we get in there. Eileen is here. Everybody's here. Everybody who's going to participate later is here. That's nice to see.
Cool.
Kier is here already. Jeez. So many good people liking this already. And Samraj Agarwal from India is here. Man, India is in the house. Thanks for tuning in, man. A Rangers fan. America's still in the house, even though it's early, I guess.
Unless that's Glasgow Rangers.
No, it's New York Rangers.
Oh.
But we're at 26 now. I think we could go ahead and start. Gareth, I'm gonna give it over to you. How about you gonna hit us off with the idea about it and what this whole thing is all about?
I don't know why.
Oh, Gareth, hold up 1 second. Gareth is muted. It looks like it. So Gareth is, nobody can hear Gareth, which is sad, but people can hear me, I hope. So I'm gonna do this for you, Gareth, okay? Until we figure things out.
I'll be the guinea pig for this whole weekend. I think this first one.
Exactly. So, as Gareth wanted to say, he organized this whole thing and put it together. It was in the way of the idea came from the Thought Bubble was canceled, and we wanted a more social event in that sort of, so people can get together and enjoy this kind of getting together, talking to artists, having a chance to participate in cool new artwork and everything. Yeah, our guinea pig is Andy, as he just mentioned. And Andy is like, he's a veteran when it comes to podcasts and live streams and all of that. So he he will definitely enjoy this one here.
Yeah.
And yeah, so glad that you're here, Andy.
Glad to be here.
How's it feeling? I mean, you've been on my podcast because I'm Tom. For the people that don't know me, I'm Tom from Drop Mac Official, by the way, and we do also movie poster podcasts in terms of interviews and releases. And we had Andy on for his wonderful Disney series he did for Bottleneck. But yeah, Andy, how does it feel to be on?
I'm nervous, but I always am. So, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see all the other interviews and what's going to happen over the next couple of days. So, looking forward to that.
What have you brought us today? Is there some cool stuff that you want to show off today?
Yeah. I was gonna. No. So I've had some APs come through just recently.
Yeah. And Andy, I think you have to hold it like right in front of your face, I think, because like we have a circle, so people can see it better. Yeah, if you hold it like that, it should work. One second, we will find out, because the stream is a little bit delayed, but that's all cool. You keep talking, then it pops up.
Yeah, so this is something I worked on a few years back, but I've only just got the APs from Bottleneck Gallery come through. So I know a lot of people are waiting for these. So these should be up in my store probably on Friday. I'm not going to do it straight after the show because I've still got to work out postage because the post office is the Royal Mail's through the roof at the moment.
Yeah, I heard by the way that there's a lot of issues going on around. I read in the community that people had problems receiving stuff from the States, especially, and like that things don't get there even though they were mentioned as they're there.
So I'm going to have a word with some other artists because I know that a lot of artists have changed their couriers and see what the best thing, the best deal is at the moment. But also I've had, can you see that?
Yeah. If you hold it right in front of your face, I mean, you don't like to be on camera that much, so I think that's a good excuse, huh?
So there's can you see the foil version of it as well?
Yes, it looks amazing.
I'll just do that so you can get the shimmer. So these will be available as well. So the sets of foils and sets of regulars with the titles on, which I'm really pleased about. I'm really happy with how they turned out. So that's what I'll have available in my store on Friday. This Friday, what are we, Saturday today, aren't we?
Yeah. So Friday. Basically, in almost a week.
Yeah. So so that's me done. Bye.
Okay, Andy pulled a fast one. Yeah, but we're not gonna let him go. You have brought also something really cool that you wanted to show us in terms of some new prints, I heard.
Oh, something that's coming up with Bottleneck and Vice Press.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm allowed to say. I had a word with James. I've got Jaws and Jaws 2 prints coming up soon. I'm not too sure when they're coming out, but it should be soon.
That sounds very sweet. I hope we're gonna, because you provided us with a couple of images, so I hope we can show that as a little teaser there. And if not, James is going to be on next anyway, so yeah, he's gonna give us a talking to. Yes, we can see a teaser now. I think people are seeing it right now. It is which one is that, Andy? It's the one with the barrels in the water.
Barrels, yes, that'll be Jaws. And
the Jaws 1, right?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I hope we can fix Gareth's voice at some point, so he can join in. But yeah,
That's what he sounds like normally anyway. It's a robot.
But the Jaws piece is for Jaws 1, and what kind of what dimensions are we talking here? Is there going to be
16 by 20?
Okay, it's eight.
See, I'm not sure if I can do that. No.
A2.
No, a bit smaller than that, I think. I don't know if you've seen my Game of Thrones prints. They're about that size, or my Spider-Man prints that I did.
Yeah, okay. I know which one we're talking about now.
Yeah.
And yeah, what is the? Can you tease us with the concept? What are we going? What are we going to see?
You're going to see the shark, but it's not straight. You won't see it straight away. But it's front and center, but it's not glaringly obvious, but it's still there. You will see the shark. And yeah, I can't really explain it without showing the actual full images, but
okay.
But I really enjoyed doing them.
And when did you say when that was coming out?
No idea. You'll have to have a word with Vice Press about that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not too sure. I know they've got with Matt Ferguson, so probably after that, obviously.
Yeah, we will ask. Today. We will definitely ask in the next session when this is going to come out. And
yes, please.
Yeah, there's a good guess from the audience. I just read people are saying here. Barry McRogan said he definitely needs that Back to the Future print, and everybody's enjoying the foil version. So look, guys.
I've never done a foil before.
Yeah, look out for Friday. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
And yeah, everybody's here for Andy, not for Gareth. So no need to wait on Gareth here.
Hello, everybody. I can't see who's here.
But no, people can't hear you. That's the whole thing. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna come to Wallace and Gromit in a second. There's one more thing I wanted to address because one person said, who was it? I'm not finding it in the chat anymore. I thought there it is. Dave Skates said that the shark might be in the clouds because it looks very sharky. Is that maybe true?
No, it's in the water.
No. Okay, Dave.
Sharks
nice try.
Sharks can't fly. But you watch Sharknado, but
yeah,
no,
and
it's in the water.
I mean, PCC did it with their Jaws 2. I think it's Jaws 2, right? Or is it just a regular Jaws? I don't remember. But
with the cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. All right. And
I think it was the sea or the beach mirrored it or something, didn't I? I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And you also did one for Jaws 2, right?
Yes, complementary piece. They're both very similar compositions.
Okay. Is there also? That's great. Is that going to be an open edition? Do you know that or?
No idea.
No idea.
See, Vice Press keep everything secret from me, so I've no idea.
All right, we will find out. Yeah, we will find out from Vice Press next, and there's a tease up now, and we can see. I don't know. Is that a boat? I can't make out what that's supposed to be, or a buoy.
I'm not microscopic sure. Tease.
Something like that.
No,
but yeah,
yellow barrels there. I think I can't see, but I know what I sense. So it should be the yellow barrels and the upside down dinghy.
Yeah, then it's the dinghy upside down.
We're hoping.
It's hard to see, but we know now. And people said Gareth is back. Is that true?
They can hear me. If people can hear me, please put a comment because I have not known what to do with myself over the past 10 minutes.
We can hear him.
Everybody can hear you now. Great.
You can hear me. Yay! Hi, guys. Is this where I do the intro to the convention?
You're wearing Matt Ferguson's T-shirt. I was just about to put that on before we came on live. So I'm glad that I didn't do it.
I have I have that and an assortment of pins on and stuff. I was thinking actually about doing a different outfit for every session, but I'm not going to do it.
I was thinking the same. So, but yeah, well. So Gareth, yeah. Before we get over to the next print of Andy's, which would entitled Wallace and Gromit, I want you to maybe say a little something to the people out there that joined because of your great idea to make this happen.
Yeah, well, basically, it was apparent that we weren't going to get, physical conventions because of the virus and stuff. But so what we did is, sorry, there is. You move over. We're having some issues.
Another robot.
We're having some issues. So basically, go back to you, and we'll come back. We're going to sort out some of these gremlins. We're sorry about that.
Okay, so Andy, then let's hear about your Wallace and Gromit print. I can see in the back when like there's something going on, some Wallace and Gromit related stuff, huh?
This one? Oh no, that's my wife's models that she makes. These are little crafty models. And that's Gareth might know that. Remember this? This is little baby Groot.
Yeah.
Here,
is that the sideshow one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So no.
Yeah. No, but Gareth brought one to Thought Bubble last year and took a photograph.
Yeah, I remember.
And he gave me the link to get one, so I got one.
I need to share those.
From Chris Skinner, Back to the Future poster by Chris Skinner.
Mm-hmm.
Got a few of his posters up around the house. So,
Chris is such a good guy. He's also a Poster Posse member, as you are, Andy. And,
yeah.
How's that working out?
Poster Posse.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I mean everything's been a bit quiet this last few months, obviously, because the studios are all sort of in furlough, so that has a knock-on effect with anything that we're doing in the Poster Posse, but we're still doing stuff, and we've got stuff coming up, and yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I can give a little tease. There's something really cool coming up, something along the lines we're already doing here, so people stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
There's going to be some teasing. Maybe at the end of the weekend, I might be able to tease something for us.
Ooh. I think we've sorted out all our gremlins now.
Perfect.
Including the gremlins who used the drill just a second ago. So I'm very sorry about that. So, yeah. Well, Wallace and Gromit?
Oh, yeah. Wallace and Gromit. I recently did a Wallace and Gromit piece for Vice Press, Close Shave. And that is an open edition because they've got a new... I forgot what they called it now. I should have written this down. They've got a new series of prints where it's all open edition prints.
Editions.
That's the one. Don't know why I couldn't remember that. So yes, so the first I'm going to be doing a few Wallace and Gromit prints, and the first one was a close shave. So that's still available in the Vice Press store. I think it's £19.99.
It's so nice to have. Obviously, we've talked about this in when we were sort of doing our prep for this. Yes, we prepped and I still had technical issues, but we did some prep for this, and we were talking about how, obviously, alternative movie posters as an industry in terms of the galleries, so much of it is American. So a lot of the licenses, it's very American focused. So for Vice Press to bring in things like a Wallace and Gromit license, an Aardman license, and licenses for Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet and that sort of stuff. That's huge nostalgia for me.
Yes.
And without a British gallery, I'm not sure it would happen. But it's an incredible print. Are you going to do any more?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing the next one. I'm doing is The Wrong Trousers, and then possibly another one after that. But I'm hopefully going to be doing some Thunderbirds or Captain Scarlet, I don't know if I've got, what's the other one? Stingray? Is that one? Can't remember now. Stingray.
Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah. So yeah, Jerry Anderson basically. Yeah. But yeah, Vice Press are really cool, and also, because they mixed that up with, they've obviously got Amblin license, so the Jaws and Close Encounters and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, really cool. So I've been lucky enough to do a few things with them as well. I did ET last year. That was cool. So yeah, but the Wallace and Gromit, really enjoyed doing that, trying to get as much into the image as possible. I like that sort of the composition of it with the windows and all that sort of stuff. It's taken from, I don't know if you've seen my Spider-Man pieces I did for Grey Matter Art.
Oh, they're incredible.
Well, I sort of took that and used it for the Wallace and Gromit for that specific piece anyway. So I'm going to have to try and come up with a similar concept for The Wrong Trousers. So it'll have to be, I'll have to watch that soon.
Because these pieces are quite different to your. I mean, they feel different to your normal style. It's quite ethereal. Some of your stuff is the word I use. I think quite ethereal, especially when you're dealing with something like Lord of the Rings or your Disney pieces, which we'll come to in a little while. But there's still that idea of you being sort of a painter to it, but it just seems to have a different style. Do you think you brought something different to what you'd normally bring, or was that not, or was it just serving the property?
No, I mean, for the Wallace and Gromit and the Spider-Man ones, and I think I did a Deadpool poster as well. That sort of composition, a lot of inspiration was taken from Norman Rockwell and some of his pictures where. There's one where there's a girl waiting outside the headmaster's office, and I like the notice board behind her. She's been naughty or something. She's going to see the principal, and there's a notice board behind her. There's all these notes on it, and I just like the composition of squares and lots of things going on in a piece. But it's different for me because a lot of my stuff is, I've done it like with this Disney and Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, everything's like from the back, you don't see anyone's faces, and that is pretty much because I'm too lazy to do it. It's not at all, it's licensing issues, I suppose, but yeah, so everyone's used to my, like with, for instance, the alien mass with the guy from behind, dead center, that seems to be a theme of mine. So yeah, the Wallace and Gromit was a bit of a change from my normal sort of style. Sure.
Well, I'd say I really like the piece, but it does have a slightly different, and there's you get that feel. I mean, I get the feeling. Look at it. That there's that the plastic, the armatures, the models.
Yes. Well, they were very strict about how they looked. I mean, they're very very protective of their characters. So there's a few amendments I had to do to the actual characters. Just slight little changes to the eyes. They had to get it spot on. So.
Should we take a look?
I'm sorry, there was a question from the audience. Barry McRogan wanted to know more about the idea behind the perspective work, and are there any future plans for it?
The idea, I think it started off way back. I did a Interstellar poster, and it just had the astronaut dead center. It was actually facing us in that one, but I remember Joe Bottleneck saying, can you do any posters in that sort of style? And that's when I did the Star Wars, the first Star Wars perspective set, and then obviously I've done loads more. I don't know if I'm going to do any more. I think if I do, I'll probably do Clone Wars, a set of Clone Wars.
Cool.
Quite frankly,
oh, that's nice.
Ahsoka and Obi-Wan and don't know who else, maybe not sure, but quite fancy doing a Clone Wars.
Is there going to be a problem in terms of maybe licensing them when Ahsoka is now going to be on Mandalorian? Is that the same license then?
Is she? Wow.
I wondered.
No, because I think it all goes. I mean, with Bottleneck, it goes through Acme Archives. And
okay.
I think they've got the license.
They've got the license for Star Wars.
Right.
Star Wars. Yeah, they've got Mandalorian and everything. Yeah.
But I have to say, I haven't seen Rosario Dawson yet as Ahsoka. I mean, I like the casting, but still sorry that she's not going to look like Ashley Eckstein, and that doesn't have the voice. I mean, Ahsoka has been in Clone Wars for 7 seasons, and in Rebels some more, so it's going to be hard unhearing that voice,
Yeah, she was my favourite character in Clone Wars. So
yeah, me too.
Speaking of Star Wars,
big boots to follow. Phil, sorry.
Speaking of Star Wars, your Star Wars set that you put out is it's brilliant. I mean, I'm not gonna brown nose you too much, but yeah, I would love to cover that, because it just has that. It feels like you're looking at a galaxy. Each of them feels like you're looking at photographs from space.
A bit more abstract than my normal. I mean, it's not abstract, but for me, it's a bit more sort of wishy-washy, a bit more abstract. But yeah, really. That was those are based on a poster I did with the Poster Posse for the Rise of Skywalker. Was it? No, I can't remember. The last. Do you know my mind's gone blank? The last Star Wars film that came out. Yeah. And I did one with Rey and Kylo Ren in a sort of a dual sort of with the perspective, the lightsabers coming out of the thing, and so. Again, it was Joe Bottleneck. I call him Joe Bottleneck. Joe Bottleneck said, "Can we do the original trilogy, but in that style?" So that's how that came about. And I had to get the little little tiny scenes in the middle of Tatooine, Hoth, and Endor.
Yeah, I have to say that the characters at the bottom that you included, especially in Return of the Jedi, the Emperor, of course. I mean, I'm a big Palpatine fan, so I want more Palpatine prints. That's what I said on the release podcast. That's why I'm staying by. So, artists out there, more Palpatine.
Yeah. Are you campaigning for justice for Palpatine?
Yeah, I'm going to say.
It's not a nice guy.
Yeah. I'm going to say, do it.
There you go. You've heard us all do it.
Can't do it now.
Well, obviously Disney owns Star Wars, so maybe we should move over to your Disney prints because.
Just to say, I am still waiting on APs for the Star Wars and my Disney print. So I haven't got those yet, in case, because I do get messages from people saying, "When are you going to put them up?" I haven't had them yet, so hopefully they'll be not too long. So.
Eagerly awaited, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right. Should we get the Disney up?
Moving up to the next one.
So we've got your 6 Disney prints here. We've got Fantasia, we've got Rescuers, we've got Peter Pan, we've got Winnie the Pooh, we've got Dalmatians, we've got Bambi. I'm so glad I managed to identify all 6 of those without the titles. Oh, yes. Anyway, so so this is already quite a series because you've already got 6. Are you working on more? And I mean, if you talk to us about those, because again, you said that we're looking at the back of the characters because as you said, you're lazy. I mean, so is Disney a passion project for you?
Well, actually, you could say it's because I'm too lazy, but every time I do something from the back, trying to find reference pictures for anything from behind is a pain. So it usually end up thinking, I wish they'd done this from the front. That's what she said.
Wow.
So, yeah, but
wow. Andy, thank you for that. I mean, Gareth was doing that. We were doing some rehearsals and like resizing stuff, and Gareth all night he was like making that's what she said jokes. So glad you joined in without knowing it.
You just went ahead and exposed me on that. Oh no. Let's skip that. Anyway,
so I'm working on. I'm going to be working on 6 more. And I think I put out a couple of months ago, suggestions on what people would like to see next. I mean, I'm going to do the Little Mermaid thing, and Robin Hood, and the Lady and the Tramp, but I'm sort of not sure on the other 3 that I'm going to put out with them. So. Any suggestion?
I know one lady who's going to be really happy if you're going to do the Little Mermaid, and she's going to be
Eileen.
Yeah, exactly. She's going to be on later, so she can comment on that, or she can comment in the chat. I know she's watching.
She's got a massive soft spot for you, which is very cute.
Yeah, and she's a big Little Mermaid fan, so.
Yeah, Eileen's cool. She still owes me a box of some chocolates. I think she was going to send me some chocolates from Germany about 2 years ago, but
yeah. Well, what kind of chocolate are you in? Would you have that in?
No, she just said nice chocolate from Germany because chocolate in Britain is rubbish or something.
So, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Gareth.
No, I was going to say, should we open it up to questions? We got, I believe, 78 people in.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can say something. I mean, Stacy just commented, yes, I've been needing a Robin Hood print for my collection. And who wants to check that out? Because Andy actually did a Robin Hood print, but it didn't happen. And we talked about it on the Drop Mag release podcast with Andy. Yeah. So check that out if you want more infos on that Robin Hood print and how it might happen in the future.
Yeah, it's going to be very similar to what I showed. It's only a rough, I think, what I showed you, but it's going to be very similar to that, but in a different setting. But yeah, definitely going to do Robin Hood.
Cool.
All right. Are there any other questions from the audience? There's Aristocats. Mike Pettigrew, his wife Lorna, would love Aristocats, and she already has, I guess, the Rescuers, so that looks pretty nice.
Strong and underrated Aristocats.
Yeah. Love that film.
Yeah, the jazz part is my favorite. George Gray, aka Royalston Design, throws in Prince of Thieves.
Prince of Thieves.
Robin Hood.
Is that or?
That would be Robin Hood.
Robin Hood with
Fox Robin Hood. No.
That's just a question.
Prince of Thieves, just for the
Prince of Thieves. Kevin Costner, the Prince of Thieves. Was that? Yeah. Kevin Costner. Robin Hood ever.
Yeah, Robin Hood. Yeah. And Sword of the Stone was mentioned a couple times. Dolly and somebody else mentioned it. Lightfire 616, who's not from the States, who's from the UK, even though he's a New York Rangers fan. And the Kid Heroes. Matt Ferguson worships your Kid Heroes. And
the superhero. Superhero kid.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a question from the audience. Benjamin Turdick wanted to know what is absolutely on top of your bucket list that you would like to do.
Do you know, I've done pretty much everything I want to do. I mean, I've been so lucky. The things probably Close Encounters, something like that.
I can see how that that could work really cool with your style.
Everything you can think of. I've been really lucky to have done. I've done Star Wars, I've done E.T., I've done Back to the Future, Disney, Lord of the Rings. So really, I'm just really thankful for everything I've done so far. And like I've always said, if it ended now, I'd be happy that I've done what I've done. So, but yeah, just to keep anything still is a bucket list for me.
All right,
really.
And there's also Black Cauldron is mentioned by Matt Griffin, so that's kind of nice. And there's one question by Ian Fraser. He wants to know Struzan or Bass. Which style do you prefer for posters?
Struzan. Yeah, Saul Bass. I do like Saul Bass. He's the minimalistic stuff, but I'm more about details and I like a lot of things going on, so it'd have to be Struzan for me.
All right. Another one is by Jason Kirkos. I hope I pronounced it right. He wants to see a Tangled one. Tangled is a fairly new movie. Would you approach this kind of new movie different from what you've been doing, like with the older ones, in terms of style, for example?
I probably approached that in the same way I did with my Frozen.
Okay,
Frozen
true.
2
That's right. You did.
The Poster Posse last year. We did the online promotion for that, and I did Frozen 2 posters. So I probably did it in a similar sort of style to that. Which they were sort of, I think they were walking on the snow to the side rather than from the back. So yeah, definitely do that style with the scenery in the back and yeah.
Yeah. Kia Young, who is also part of the Moore Art Gallery, and we're gonna have a chat with them later. He's asking, what other art have you recently seen and thought I should have made that?
Loads of pieces. I can't think of anything at the moment, but it's pretty much every month I see something. I think, oh my God, I should have thought about.
Okay.
Yeah. Something that Dolly's done or Eileen's done or SG posters. Usually something, or Matt Ferguson. I mean, his Jaws poster that he's just done, so simple, but it's just like, yeah. Brilliant.
Okay. George is asking, is there any artists you would like to collaborate with?
This isn't me being big-headed, but I don't like the idea of collaborating with someone because I just don't think I don't know how I don't know. I don't think.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's like when you're in school, you know, you have to do a school project with some other people.
Yeah.
And nobody's doing their work except you, of course.
It's not even a case that I think I'm too good for it. I just think I think I'd probably spoil their contribution to the effort. But I mean, I work I haven't got a very disciplined way of working anyway, so they'd be waiting around for me to do my bit. So no.
Yeah. Eileen is encouraged you not to retire, so that's a no-go. You can't retire. And is there what's your favorite piece that you worked on? Is asked by Chris Gibson.
Oh, ever?
I guess so.
Probably. Do you know what? Probably my Spider-Verse piece I did.
Okay.
Yeah, probably the Spider-Verse piece I did for Grey Matter Art. So yeah, I really like that one.
Swinging above the cars.
Yeah, but the taxi.
Yeah. Glad we used that then.
Yeah, set at night time, and they're all and they're all running on the train. Yeah, but that I really enjoyed. It took me ages to do though, but usually do take weeks because I'm so slow.
Okay, now I see Rob Lawrence changed his name from Lightfire to Rob Lawrence, who's a New York Rangers fan, and he was asking, is there any chance that we're going to see some more Stranger Things?
Any what? Sorry.
Any more Stranger Things?
But yeah, well, I've got no plans to do anything, but I've just recently caught up with it and watched season 3, and I thought that was the best season. So I would like to do.
That's debatable.
I love it. It was just real. It was more fun. It was just fun. And
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I really liked it. I think it's because it was set in the summer, and it's more colourful. So I'd like to probably do. If I was going to do anything, I'd probably do something from season 3. But nothing in the pipeline at the moment. But I've got other things. I've got stuff coming up with Grey Matter Art and Bottleneck. Don't know if I can say. I think I can say with Grey Matter Art, I've got a set of Captain America that I'm working on.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Andy, it's been great having you. Ever so sorry about the technical issues.
I got one more question though before Andy's going to leave us here, because Benjamin Turdick wanted to know what's your favorite print of the year so far. I thought The Race is Over with Matt Ferguson, but then Rory Kurtz came out.
With Parasite.
There's some contenders, but do you have a favorite?
Yes, it is the Matt Ferguson Empire Strikes Back.
Okay, but Gareth, please stand up. Yeah, just.
I was literally on them. I was like,
yeah.
The correct answer is, and not least because we're just about to talk to him.
Yeah, I'm still hoping the prints are gonna get here soon-ish, because a lot of people got theirs already if they have just bought a single version of it, and that's kind of cool to see. And yeah, Andy, thanks again for stopping by. And thanks again for making your prints available on next Friday to the world, so people can buy some APs, and keep your eyes peeled for more work from Andy that is going to be in the future, as for example the Star Wars trilogy set and also the Disney set. Is there anything else I'm missing?
No, that's it. And like I said, Wallace and Gromit is still available at Vice Press. And have a great weekend, you two.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Good luck with the rest of the people.
Yeah, I hope we're gonna see you in the chat a little bit later.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'll be in and out, so yeah.
All right, Gareth, then I think you have the last words, since you couldn't do it at the beginning, and then we're gonna have a little break, and then we're gonna be back with Matt Ferguson at Vice Press.
Yeah, well, I'll be really quick, but thank you everybody for joining. I can see that we've got 87 people watching right now, which is amazing. Wow. Sorry, it says Muppet. Basically, I hope you really enjoy this. The events we're putting on here. We wanted to give something for people to look forward to. We've got the quiz at the end of it, at the end of all of this as well at 9 p.m. And given that we just mentioned Matt Ferguson's Empire Strikes Back, you might want to participate in the quiz. I'll tell people more as time goes by, but just hello.
Alrighty, guys, see you in a bit, when we are back soon.
Bye.
So, later. Okay, I think.